Well, hello. I am Noah, and this is Noah's Arts Entertainment. Thank you for tuning in. I welcome you. If you have been following me and you've been watching this one and that one and this thing and the other, whether here on LinkedIn, I really appreciate you more than you appreciate me. No, no. You must appreciate me. That's the only way we're going to get anywhere, right? And I truly appreciate you, regardless. So, like I said, all themes are always going to be different. Some will surely resonate with some, and the other ones, well, he's weird, he's nuts, whatever impression, But the thing is, I'm multifaceted. Okay, tonight I'm wearing a hat. First time I do this. I can't tell you why I did it, but it's there, and it's gonna stay tonight. Maybe it's the attitude. Plus, it's Saturday. I can wear black. Surely, I can wear black. I can wear silver. I can wear gray. I could even wear grape, purple, or lavender. But I'm not. So, yes, thank you for those that are new. Well, you be the judge. And I really wish you'd stick around. And of course, like everyone else tells you, if you enjoy it, if it's entertaining, then you must share. What's the third one? You must subscribe. Oh my goodness. The most importantly one, right? No. Subscribe, like, share, it's all equals to the same amount of appreciation. Totals, total appreciation. Like, subscribe, share. All right. So tonight's theme is off an article I wrote back on the 11th of June in the year 2018. I did review it, and it's been revised. So, okay. It's a thing that really well moves me, because I know so much of the dark side, and of those who really have it rough in this life and really have a reason to commit suicide. Okay, so the theme is, it sickens me to no end. It really does. When I hear of these people, this celebrities, focus on celebrities tonight. When I hear of these people, who pretty much have it, they're living their dreams, their goals. Depends on how high the goals are. You get to live, but still, they're out there in the limelight. They're successful. Um, and sure, people get involved with drugs, and then you get paranoid, and you get this, you get that, and then all of a sudden you want to kill yourself. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing at all, especially when you have family and responsibility. So this is for, I think, it separates, the man with the boy and the girlish, like. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, so I took notes because earlier I did an audio, it's out there, of this, and I took notes, but yeah, so, these guys pretty much have it all. They have the fame, the wealth, the wives, the families, the husbands, the children, all the material things, I guess, money can buy. And what else? Well, they have some pull with politicals, right? Yes, we've not too long ago we found out of a group of people were paying off politically money to someone to educate their kids. Just leave it at that. So yeah, these things happen, and they have, again, they have the political, they have the medical. I mean, probably the best medical they can get, the best doctors, surgeons, things, therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists. um, and then some other ones are have access to all holistic, to gurus, which is the word. It's not really used anymore, but gurus used to be, a wise man with a lot of knowledge and powers, because knowledge is power. Wisdom, means to heal and stuff. These guys are, some of these guys become expensive. And, well, my laws and principles, I'm not supposed to charge for any kind of healing that I do. And I never have. And I have done healing. God Himself is my witness. And all the powers and entities that I use. But anyhow, deities, I meant deities. There's elements, there's deities, there's angels, there's the whole celestial family, right? All right. So it's like the Roman Empire. You got the Godhead, and then you have everyone else, all the ranks, branches and stuff. So we'll continue with this. But yet, you have people. I work in the Loop, the downtown area, and I see these people, homeless. I see them here in the neighborhood hustling, peddling outside stores and things. These people stand in extreme heat or extreme cold, and they beg for money, or they offer some kind of something in return, and some magazine, some newspaper or something, and they strive. My point is, they strive to live. They're in a very bad condition. A lot of people really don't like them out in the streets, and so they're not. They're the undesirables of this world. In the eyes of a lot of people that think this way. But hey, look, everybody. Okay, I'm not gonna get into a whole karmic thing or a whole destiny thing, but I'm just talking about these particular types that are out there, still striving to live, despite their terrible, terrible conditions, living conditions, And you have veterans, war veterans that, whether they're from the World War II or some of these Afghanistan or Iraq or whatever wars, they're Afghanistan, yeah, they've been fighting, these guys come back, or women, they're soldiers too. They come back distorted. If they're out at war and they're foot soldiers and things, I mean, one thing is just pushing a button, being somewhere where no one sees you and shooting a bomb. That's one thing. The other thing is being a foot soldier right there, in action. So that's the thing. They come back to their loved ones, people that love them, Could be a wife, could be kids, could be a mother, could be, hey, siblings, hey. So, but, soon enough, they start detecting something in him or her that differs from, personality they had before they left. And of course, you see things, you hear things, and at war, and even in spiritual wars, it's fighting enemy you can't really see unless you really want to see them, and they appear to you. But it's war. Either way, it's get into warfare either. But Then there's, those that are caught up, that, in a bad situation, bad luck or something. They were doing well. Suddenly something was stolen from or taken from them, and all of a sudden they're in dire straits, and it puts the whole family in the stress. It puts him because he feels responsible, because he loves them. He's not looking for an easy way out, a cowardly way out, you know. And again, if you're hooked up on some drugs or something, it's being destructive, it's up to you, my friend. If you're a woman or a man, just stop. Just stop, you know? Flush it down the toilet. Do it. See if you live. See if you die, you know? It's gonna kill you, it's gonna kill you, right? If you're going to defeat that drug or that habit, whatever it may be sex too. Hey, sex addicts, uh, women that are really deep down need love, and they go out there and they, uh, gee, they do quite the destruction, But it was all in the name of a good time and a few drinks, letting out some inhibitions. Well, I have no inhibitions. Letting out some stress, things, I don't know, fantasies, all that stuff. I don't know, how did I get into this? All right, let's rewind. Let's go back into this thing. So there's people out there that really, well, they can become suicidal too. Anyone that starts feeling, it starts catching up to them. It's like, wow, nobody trusts me, nobody loves me. Everybody thinks I'm a whore, I'm a slut, I'm a this, whether it be male or woman. Um, it's rough. You can become suicidal, but the thing tonight is focused on people that still strive to live some way, somehow. They want to overcome, or they want to keep living or existing, because living, I mean, really, that's the other thing. People that are disabled, okay, people that are without limbs, you know, um, you see people out there asking you for money. I mean, I guess you rather give the money to someone without an arm, without a leg, or without legs, on a wheelchair, than somebody who's just a song and dance kind of type of hustler. Um, but either way, it's not a good thing, and they're still not living the lives I'm sure they would love to live. And many play the lotto, hoping that the lotto could save their lives, and a lot of times it does not. It just goes to hell. They go to hell after a year or two, maybe less. I don't know. It's all going to be where the money, the hands of that person, where the money's going to be given to. It sure hasn't been given to me yet. My goodness gracious. And I know exactly what to do with this money. And all I want is, to be able to generate, put those ideas, those inventions and things that I have, put them out to generate, just put them out there, create a whole portfolio. And I would be a damn good business person. Um, and I will not spend my only my profits, right? Is that number rule numero uno? Okay, so yeah, many reasons people go bankruptcy. A lot of people have thrown themselves off buildings because they lose everything, but it's possibly their pride, I mean their integrity, and something catches on to them, and just say, okay, time to check out, you know. But big difference between these two, right? Struggles, sleeping in the streets, relying on people for money, to eat, sleep somewhere, some straight out in the street sleeping, and Anyhow, it's just a very, very sad, sad scenario, in comparison to this rock stars, let's call them, celebrities that are just, I don't know, just lost a lot of them, John Candy, a comedian back in the day, and John Belushi, and comedians, and it's been actors, and there's been Robert Williams, a lot of different comedians, and that's supposedly, they were, doing too much coke and too much tequila or some kind of weird combination, or the snowballing, I think that's what it was, the heroin and cocaine. I need to go up, now I need to go down, and now I need to go up, and then I need to go down. What the hell? And I just think it's a shame how they throw away, not just the talents, but take things for granted, take people for granted too, and especially when they start becoming irresponsible and or wanting to become detached, detached from reality. It's just like, oh, I got problems, I got whatever problems that, again, they might be psychological for some reason. Uh, might be hate involved. There might be surely a lot of sorrow and reasons to be kind of goofy, and um, but really, these are the people that choose to commit suicide. Give me a break. Um, they got, like I said, they have all this stuff, the wealth, the political, the medical, everything to their disposal, everything, and yet they choose to commit suicide. That's especially with kids. The kids, you know, really. I mean, the kids at school. Hey, your father committed suicide. Oh, your mother committed suicide. Oh, it could be a whole thing. Kids will be traumatized in multiple ways. You know, the absence of the parent and the shame and, if any, of the suicide and the life the father or the mother were living, and or the brother or the sister, wherever it, how it relates. But yeah, it's a terrible thing, and so yeah, I have to say, I mean, go with my notes. I kind of went off on my own and improvised like usually, but yeah, I talked about war veterans. They have serious psychological and emotional problems that their families end up being part of, and they don't want that, not even for themselves. Why would they want it for their families? Fuck that. Those suffering pain and misery every day, they suffer pain, and they get stuck with these medication, allopathic medication that's expensive, deliberately expensive, uh, multiple profits, margins. Um, so yeah, they got it bad. And again, versus the other ones, the celebrities. And let me say, in closing, I am not referring to those celebrities, whether rock stars, comedians, actors, whatever they may be, have been, um, to those who have been taken out by someone because of unforeseen political reasons. You know, so, but that's a different story for a different thing that I really don't care to talk about because, hey, there's been throughout history, many have been politically or become politically incorrect. So I'll leave it at that. I really thank each and every one of you for for the courtesy you extend, to sit there and watch me. I try not to make it big. A long time. It could have been 20 minutes maybe now. And it's a short, sweet, sour, you know. I don't have to make a big thing about, I just have to make my point. And this is what I always consider a chat and a gist of a matter, okay, that I took on. This is an article I wrote. It's also short, sweet, and sour. I think you may be able to find it on LinkedIn or I'll repost it. But I did recite it, I mean, audio. So, but look, you on YouTube, this is my fifth month, okay? I didn't quite make it to the full moon. I was out hugging trees. Well, there's one tree in particular, my God, this tree in the middle of nowhere. And so, so yeah. And last night, obviously, not quite there to do this. Tonight, I said, you know what? I'm going to do this tonight. And so I thank you so much. If you like this kind of action, every time I'll present something to you, a theme from an article or something or the other, you know, that I will do. And there's a wide variety of stuff from supernatural to just well, not really political, not much of that, but you know, metaphysical and chakras, Kabbalah, um, theosophy, um, you know, alchemy, a lot of different things, you know. So it's a wide variety of stuff. And again, you know, some is going to be for you to watch, for you to learn, for you to be inspired, because we are here, or I am here. Light bringers are here. Hey, it's the first time I call myself a light bringer, but all I'm saying is that I'm here to raise a level of awareness, level of consciousness, you know, so you can really, truly learn to love yourself, respect yourself, you know, understand yourself, yet where you want to go with things. And this way, you're not so harsh on other people, you know, can be able to love them, to respect them, and everything they deserve, you know, because respect is earned. And, or one. Thank you so much. This has been a pleasure here tonight on this Saturn evening. The planet Saturn rules on Saturday all day long, all 24 hours. And then it goes into Sunday. So the sun starts to rule. So 7 planets, 7 days of the week, each one ruled by distinct planets. So thank you again. May the gods be with you. When I say the gods, it's the pantheon of gods, you know. The god of moon, the god of sun, the god of, hey, war, god of mercy. Take care of yourselves. It's been a pleasure. You guys tune in some other time. I'll be happy to be right here. Thank you again. Hasta la vista, amigos.